Today is the day you face the superlative creations of the 8 realms. And though it is the day of your destruction, please know that we do not want this. It is with great reluctance that we fight, for we would rather go back to our everyday pursuit of perfecting ourselves. Whether might or magic or study, we will endeavor to be the best in the realms, the same it has always been. Your destruction is a foregone conclusion, but a necessary one.
Sometimes I'm asked, why do you follow the god of plague, despair, and decay? It always makes me laugh, and I say, how do you know that your god even loves you? They usually say something like, it's not my place to be loved by a god. So I just ask another question. What do you think it feels like to be loved by a god? Gets every time.
And welcome to Saga of Dice. We are here today with Rob and Dale. We're going to be playing a game of Age of Sigmar. So we're going to have the brand new Lumineth Realm Lords, which is the first time I've actually played the new book, and probably the old book in a long time, versus
my Maggotkin of Nurgle in the Droning Guard.
We're going to have some dirty boys versus some nice clean elves. So we'll see how that goes. We're playing the Mighty and the Cunning, so I don't think we've played that on the channel before. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do the bell for the algorithm things and all that stuff. And, you know, Rob will go over all that anyway later on. So enjoy the show. So we're playing the Mighty and the Cunning. So it's 4 objectives across the middle of the board, 11-inch deployment zones. And basically the things for this is you score 2 victory points each time an enemy Galician veteran unit is destroyed. Score 1 additional victory point if they were contesting objective when they were destroyed. So for him, if he kills my Stone Guard or my Wardens, it's extra points. And for me, is if I kill those dudes over there.
Blight Kings.
The Blight Kings. Is that 1 unit of 10?
1 unit of 10.
Yeah, so I've just got to kill 1 unit of 10. So I can't really get huge amounts of points. But that's it. So he's given me first turn. So we will be coming back with Lumineth Realm Lords turn 1.
All right, here we have 1,975 points worth of the Maggotkin of Nurgle in the Droning Guard today. That makes those wonderful flies that I have there 2 units of 3, which are all battle line, along with a battle line unit of... Nurglings? No, not Nurglings, the other guys, the Blight Lords. That's the one. Definitely knew it started with a B. So that's my battle line. They're being led today by my General, Horticlus Mimixes, the Maximus. That's the...
Dude in the horse.
Yeah, okay. Harbinger of Decay, sorry. That's the Harbinger of Decay.
Yes.
And here I am trying to make up a witty name on the fly, and it's already a canon one. That's good stuff right there.
See a guy with a snail. Where'd he go?
Yeah, no. He's leading from afar, as usual. He sent his Harbinger of Decay out to go and do the job. Nice. So he's my general. He's got the split horn helm on him. He's got the overpowering stench aura, and that's all he's got going for him. I've got... the Gladiator, who is a War Master. Obviously, he is big, mighty, and nasty. He has the Gift of Disease magic spell in addition to his usual magical retinue. And then I've got the Slobbity Bilepiper. Yeah, good old Slobbity is back in business. He has an arcane tome that he is diligently feeding to his Nurgling down there, and with that, he knows the favored poxes is what I want to say. I believe... Yes, it is favorite poxes. Nailed it. Rounding all that out, I've got that in... I've got 2 detachments. So I've got 1 Warlord detachment with the Glockin, the Harbinger, the Slobbity Bilepiper, and the Nurglings in it to give me a command point and to get that Arcane Tome. And then I've got a Bounty Hunters battalion as well with the Blight Lords and the standard Plague Drones in it. That gets me to 1975. And now we're going to go and have a look at those Lumineth.
So here we are with my Lions of Lumineth. My sub-faction is Geometra, so I'm immune to Rend 1 and 2 on the Arrowlift units. My grand strategy is Arrowlift Aftershock, which is to have 2 separate Arrowlift units on 2 separate objectives at the end of the game. And then my Triumph is inspired, but I'm 1980 points, so you're going to be getting your Triumph. Congratulations. For my General, I have Stone Mage here. He's tectonically attuned. So basically he gives the big cow +1 attack to his shooting whenever he's in a certain range. He's got Molten Talisman, which is an AoE of +1 to wound with Arrowlift units. And he's spells Unbreakable Stoicism, which I can't remember what that actually does. But then I've got the Light Elf Chuck Norris, Light Elfarian here, who's that little kick-ass dude. And then he's not really got anything special because he's a named hero. Same with Avlanor, the Mega Cow, who's my Mega Lion here. And then my last hero is the Cenarian Lightner, which I'm using a different model for as well, who is got the Phoenix Stone and Ethereal Blessing. So the Phoenix Stone is when a character dies within 12 inches. If it only died with like the 1 wound that kills it, there's a 3+ chance it can come back to life once again. Then for my battle line, I have a unit of 10 Wardens with Total Eclipse, a unit of 10 Stone Guard with Diamond Hammers, even though they're the same thing now, and then a unit of 5 Dawn Riders, and they've got the spell Protection of Heish. Then I have 2 of the Shard-Starred Bolt Throwers, not using Warhammer Fantasy Bolt Throwers at all, and then 5 Blade Lords to finish me out with the Bodyguard role. And then I've got the Twin Stones, which is the Lumineth spell, and then the Emerald Life Swarm, and the Shrine Luminor. I have 4 battalions, so I have Expert Conquerors, Grand Battery, Command Entourage, and Bounty Hunters. Yeah, so this is my, I think it's like I just said, it's 12 or 13 drops. So we'll be coming back to you with the turn 1. So this is Lumineth Ramlord, turn 1. So I'm getting the turn, so I get 2 CP. He gets 3. I am also going to roll for a CP. And I got a 5. I get it. We're not going to use these dice all game. We just wanted to see if we could trigger anyone. So I got an initial CP.
I'm also going to try for the CP on the Maggotkin. Nope.
No. He is not as commanding.
Apparently not.
Yeah, so we picked. I picked against the odds, and I was going to pick this objective, and then you also picked this one for the proving ground. Yeah,
that's right.
So I say objective. I'm going to pick this unit to get that. So yeah. So we're going to use some magic because that's what Lumineth kind of do. So first off, let's get some actual dice, not the weird dice. I'm going to try and cast the Lumineth spell, the thingy of Twin Stones, the Haitian Twin Stones. I'm going to try and cast them from my first spell, from my Enlightener, because she has 2 casts, 2 dispels. So I need a 5 to cast. So that goes off on a 12. So that's gone off.
Yeah.
So I can put that wholly within 12. So it's just going to kind of go underneath the bottom of the tower here, because there's space there. Yeah. Because then units within can do it, so it's down here. So I'll take one of these away for one of her spells gone. And that starts on 1. Next we will go with, who should we go with? We'll go with her other spell actually. So she has an ability where she can cast a spell from the Lore of Heish. On a 3+, I can also get that twice, so I can do it to 2 different units. So what I'm going to do is her Lore of Heish spell is the Ethereal Blessing. I'm going to try and cast that on a 4, which will be a fail, but the Shrine does give me an ability to re-roll a cast a spell or unbind while there's someone inside it, which there is. So we'll go for that again, which is on an 11.
Well, I can't do much about that. I'll let you have it.
Let me have that as well. Cool. So I will put Ethereal Blessings on 2 units, which we'll probably do. I'll do it after the thing. Cause
what does it do for them?
It gives them Ethereal. Yeah, for the turn.
Does anything happen with that?
Yes, that goes up to 2 now. And on a 3+, I can give it to a second unit. 3. So I can have 2 units with Ethereal Blessing. So that's her other spell gone. Next up, I will do these guys over here. They're going to go for their 5-up war, 5-up to give them +1 to their Mortal Wounds ability, which goes on a 7.
I'll try and stop it. I've got a 6.
Nope. So it goes off. So they have the power of Heish. I know, it's like a sneezing thing. So that's their spell gone. Next up, we will do... Who we got left? We've got Stone Guard guy. He's going to try and do Mystic Shield to Alfarian on a 5, which I believe Mystic Shield goes off on a 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, 5+.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Mystic Shield.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll let him have it.
You let him have it? Okay. So Alfarian is... Not Alfarian, the big guy's going to be Mystic Shielded.
Alfarian can't be, right?
Yes, because he can't be, because he's already ethereal. That's another spell gone off. Whoop. And then the last one is I will cast Protection of Heish, and I'm going to use my +4 to casting it. So on a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How many more spells do you have?
That's it.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot.
Oh, so close.
So close. But that's a 9, so you'll have
Cool.
the Protection of Fish.
So the Protection of Heish comes off from this unit here. And this pops, because I used it all. That's it. So we will set up those spells and then come back after the movement turns. Okay, so for my movement phase, I just kind of like moved everything up. I used a free command ability from the Shrine Guardian to make these guys move at the 6, but I didn't need them to go up all the way. I just didn't want to have to roll a 1 and fail to get them close enough. So yeah, these guys put down here. Everything else just kind of stayed where it was and just shuffled forwards into kind of a bit more of a defensive position. Because, you know, he's got a lot of big imposing threats, and I kind of have to get punched in the face before I can do anything. So now we have the fun phase, which is, oh yeah, the ethereal stuff. I gave the Blade Lords and the Wardens the ethereal. Okay. Just because these guys already have the immunity to rend, and the rest of them are kind of out the way for now, so I think they should be good for now. Cool. So for shooting, we're going to start out with some bolt throwers. The Venari Shardstar Ballista. Dun dun dun. So first of all, we'll start with this ballista number 1. Okay. And usually they've got a range of 30 inches, but they have a rule the same as the Sentinels, that if you're within another bolt thrower or archer unit, you get +6 inches. Oh, okay. So you've got a 36-inch range. So this guy is going to shoot at your Sloppity Biopiper. Because I don't like him.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He has -1 to hit because he's with him.
Yep, I'm on 2s normally, so that'll take me to a 3. I'm going to use the free CP I have from the start to give me +1 again, so I'm back to 2s. All of them? That's all hit. And then they're wounding on 3s. So 2. These are Ren 2 and D3 damage.
Okay, that goes right through his armor save.
Okay, so D3 for 6.
Okay, we got some 5-up disgustingly resilience to make.
Big money!
I saved 2, so he takes 4.
Mm-hmm. What's the range on him right now? Too far. Oh, but he's not. Okay. Next, I will do the other bolt thrower onto him. Or do I want to do? Yeah, onto him. So same again, but this time it will be freeze because of the -1. But all hit. And 3 wounds at Ren 2. So these all go through again.
Sorry, on the Glotkin?
No, this is on the Battlepiper again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And he's toast.
Yay! Till you summon him. Take that, you bagpipe poop magnet. That's what they are, isn't it? It's kind of like firing from his intestines or something. Next up, she will be out of range, I believe. I don't think hers is going to be within range, no. Alfarian is in range of the Glotkin. So we have his special shooting thing where it's not a shooting attack. I basically pick an enemy within 18 and I roll a dice. On, where is it? On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to a 4, it's D3 mortals. On a 5+, it's D6 mortals. So that's D3 mortals for 2 mortal wounds on the Glotkin.
All right, disgustingly resilient. Nope, taking those.
And then finally, we're gonna do the Alif Spirit of the Mountain. No, it's not. It's Avalana. Avlana, the Stone King, or the giant cow.
Aslan.
Yep. I can't use all attack because I've already used that for this one. So he's just going to go for his normal one. So normally he gets John Geomatic Blast, but he gets 2 now because of the command ability. Sorry, command trait. So these are on freeze. So these are going to be at the Glotkin. So 2 hits. And then I'm wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. These are at rend 2.
Okay, so we're saving on 6s.
Oh!
There you go.
Which is lucky because they're d6 damage each.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been pleasant.
Yeah, that would hurt. And that is it for my shooting phase. And I believe that's also it for my combat phase because nothing's in combat. So I score.
What about your charge phase?
No.
Battle shock
I have
phase?
no battle shock.
Okay.
No. So I just have 1, 2. Is 1, 2 more? 1, 2 more. 1, 2 or more. 1 if you control more. Yeah, 1, 2 more. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be just 5 because I also got my battle tactic. So we will come back with Nurgle turn 1.
Okay, so Maggotkin of Nurgle are kicking off their turn. We're going to pick, against the odds, for a battle tactic, and I'm going to pick this section here for picking that up. Otherwise, I'm going to put a command point on my Harbinger of Decay, which we'll try now. That is a success.
Cool.
Good
I
on.
will try the same for Eltharion. Nope. He fails.
Poor Eltharion. Let's try
He's
some
still a bit
magic
sleepy
then.
from dying.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it every single time. So I'm going to try putting Abundance of Flesh from the Glotkin onto... I'll put it onto the Vikings.
Okay.
This is going to not go off on a 5. It goes off on a 6. So that's a fail. I'm going to try putting Mystic Shield from the Glotkin onto... Oh, no, wait, sorry. I'll try Gift of Disease instead. And I will target Avalanor with that. If I am within range, which I should be, I would hope. So that is on 21-inch range, and goes off on a 10.
Ooh. I will try and dispel it with my Shrine. So she can also reroll this as well. So I rolled a 10, which is not enough. So I will reroll again. Try 2 different dice because of... Nope, not enough. Goes through.
Okie dokie, so I pick 1 enemy unit within range invisible to caster. That unit and 1 enemy unit within 7 inches of him get a disease point.
Dun dun dun.
So we're going to mess up the table with the counters.
20
Sorry,
from
the
from
Glotkin.
Glotkin. Yeah, then you're fine. Yeah.
And with the Celebrity Biopaper blasted off the board, that is the end of my hero phase. So we're going to go over to movement, and we'll take care of that. We'll be right back. Okay, so movement phase is completed. A little bit of housekeeping from the last round because Nurgle is terrible at housekeeping. I got 4 corruption points for my turn, which I'm using for summoning stuff later on potentially. And because the Glotkin is a locus of fecundity, he has healed both of those wounds that he took from that nasty bolt thrower earlier in the game. So he's laughing about that. Otherwise, I blew a command point on the Harbinger of Decay to run the Blight Kings forward, so they are not able to charge right now. They're not able to shoot either. Same deal with the Glotkin. He ran, but he only rolled a 1, so he got onto the objective to contest or to take it. But that is unfortunately it for him. He's not able to charge. He's not able to fire his fire hose, and of course the drones are also too far away from throwing their screaming skulls at the moment. Otherwise, that would be pretty much moving on to the end of the battle shock phase because there's no shooting to do, there's no charges that I can do. And that will basically mean that I apply the 2 disease counters for the Avalanor and the Light of Eltharion. So, Light of Eltharion, he is taking a mortal wound.
On a 5+, I ignore it with the protection of Heish. I ignore it.
And on the Avalanor as well, no, he's not taking anything. Right on. And that will conclude the end of Maggotkin of Nurgle turn 1. So that means we are scoring now.
5 apiece.
Yeah, it looks like it's 5 apiece.
Yes, 1. You control all 4, but that's free, and then you get 2 for your battle tactic.
There we go.
So we'll roll off for turn. I got a 6.
I got a 1,
1.
so it looks like it's all your call.
Oh, do I want to take it or do I want to get slapped in the face? So we will come back to you in a moment to tell you. Okay, so Lumineth List, turn 2. I've taken the turn because if not, I'm going to be pinned in. And for my battle tactic, I am going to do a Lumineth Realm Lord's battle tactic, which is conserve Aether Quartz. Basically, I pick one of my units and then one of his units, and I have to kill my unit with his my unit has to kill his unit and still have the Aether Quartz left.
Cool.
At least one, so
Nice.
I can't burn my Aether Quartz.
So what units are you picking?
So I'm picking Avlaner, the king of the mountain, and he's going to go kill the Glockin. Is the plan. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
And yeah, so because he also made this the proving ground, so I will need to put a unit on top of that to keep hold of it.
Cool.
And yeah, that's it.
Heroic action?
Heroic action, I'm going to roll for a CP, which I get.
I'm going to make it the Glockin's best day ever.
It's his birthday!
Smart.
Okay, so it's Glockin's birthday. Everyone is here for his birthday party. Okay, so magic for the Lumineth Realm Lords. Let's go first with the good old protection of Haish again from the tower. On a 6, not protection of Haish, the endless spell. Do I want to reload all that? It's risky.
Did it go off?
It goes off. It's gone off, but the concern is it's only on a 6, and that's pretty easy to dispel, which makes the other thing a bit more risky. What's it go off on? A it's a casting value of 5, so I'm going to try and re-roll that using the tower's ability. Might be a very bad idea. No, on an 8 this time. So it's the endless spell on an 8.
Go ahead.
Yep, okay. So we're going to pop it down here. I'll put that number on it. We'll put it here now, and we'll just add that up as we go. The next spell is she is going to try and do Ethereal's Blessing on 2 units again, so I don't get the reroll on this one anymore. So that's on an 8 also. So that's her second spell from here.
That's right, this is the one that gives them ethereal?
Yeah, so I can give a unit ethereal, and on a 3+ I can give it to a second unit. That's the Enlightener's special ability.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead with it.
Okay. So we're going to make these guys ethereal again. And then let's try and make the Blade Lords ethereal as well, which I do. So they are now also ethereal. Okay. Next up, we're going to try and do... sorry, it's only 2. We're going to try and do my general spell from here, which I reread what it was because I forgot earlier. So this is Unbreakable Stoicism. So basically it's a 7 to cast, and it gives my Stone Guard unit mortal wounds on 5s instead of 6s. So that's on a 10. I have 1, 2 spells left.
I'll give it a shot and try to neutralize it. That's a 9.
Oh,
No.
that's 11, isn't it? Oh no, it's a 9.
No,
Sorry.
that's a 9.
I misread one of the dice. It was a 6. The sparkly thing caught my...
I'm going to put the power of
The
Hish
light.
on them because essentially it's the power of Hish. The power of Hish. What do they want to do? I think they're best going for their mortal wound thing as well. So they're going to go for their protection of Hish. On a 7, which gives them mortal wounds on a 5.
Yeah, I'll let it go.
Gonna go. So they've got the protection, the mortal wounds. Power of Hish. And finally, I will use this for the +4 to do the 5-up ward. So that's on an 11.
We'll give it a shot.
Oh, so close. So close. After that box card you got earlier as well. Okay. So that's the bubble 5-up ward. Awesome. So we will come back in a minute after the Lumineth movement. So the Lumineth forces have moved forwards, and now the Glockin is going to reveal his grand, I'm going to charge something, or make something charge.
So yeah, he activates his Blight Craig ability, so he spent the command point. That means he and a unit of Blight Kings, or friendly enemy unit, within 12 can also make a charge attempt now. So Glockin's going to make his charge attempt. He's got a 6, which may be enough to reach something, I'd hope, potentially. And then the Blight Kings as well. They got a 4, so that may not do it. We'll take a look. Oh yeah, that will get them. And then over here, within half an inch?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll move them up and we'll come back with the shooting.
So we measured up the charges here, so the Blight Kings did get into the Wardens here, and the Glotkin did get into the Stone Guard and Avlana here. So now we're going to do the Lumineth shooting phase. So we're going to start off with this bolt thrower here, the Ballista, the Shardstar Ballista. So I'm going to use its once per game ability called Blinding Lights. So if I hit an enemy unit with the shooting, they're -1 to hit. So they're going to shoot this unit here of Blight Kings. So I'm hitting on 2s. So that's 1 hit. So at least they're -1 to hit. And a wound at Ren 2.
I'm going to double check to see what their armor is. Saving on 6.
Oh!
That's a 6.
Oh, it's 6. Cool. Yeah, perfect. I couldn't see because of the rim, so I was like, is that a good ooh or a bad ooh? Okay, the armor saves of the Nurgle guys here are doing really well. So this other bolt thrower is also going to use this once a game thing to blind the Glotkin.
Dirty tool.
So 2s, all hits. Thank goodness. 3's to wound. So 2 at Ren 2.
6s again. Nope, those go through.
So because you're a monster, these are 3 damage each.
Cool. That's going to be saving on Disgustingly Resilient to 5s and 6s. So 2 saves, 4 go through.
I'll put a little curse on him because then I'm -1 to hit, and you're also -1 to hit. Next up, we are going to do Alfarian's shooting attack. He's going to go on the Glotkin, and that's going to be for nothing. And then we're going to do the Avlaner shooting attack onto the Glotkin. I was going to say Gooba Guy. Can't remember his name for a second. We're going to do all that attack from the shrine because it's can do it once per game. It buffs the range of it as well, so it should be in range. Let me just double check. Shrine. No, I didn't say. I'm just going to use her. My general's 3 CP. Sorry, Alfarian rolled it, so Alfarian's 3 CP to give him all that attack. So he's hitting on 2s and 2s with his 2 shots.
It's a little late now.
I've not rolled yet, so.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you roll it on defense or not?
No.
Okay, cool. So 2 hits, 2s to wound, 1 wound at Ren 2.
6. Nope.
Nope. For D6. 5.
5s and 6s. 2, 3 go through.
And then my last shooting ability is from her. She can shoot either of those 2 units. Who's going to be more interesting? So she has a staff. It's the Crescent Staff. So it's D6. We'll do it at Glotkin. So it's D6 shots for 3 shots. And these are freeze, and rend 1 for 1 damage. So freeze, 2 at rend 1. And
6s, save 1.
They're just 1 damage.
And Disgustingly Resilient. Nope.
Slowly chipping him down.
Yeah, he knows he's been in a fight.
He's got a wee bloody nose.
Who can you tell?
And that's it for shooting. So I'm just going to do 1 charge, which is going to be to charge him with Alfarian. So that's a 6 anyway, so I think the other one's a 1 over there, but he's in. There we go. So, we have some start of the combat phase stuff, but we'll come back to that in just a second so we can break it up a bit. So it's the turn 2 Lumineth Realm Lord's combat phase, start off. So I have some things at the start of the combat phase because we're awkward and annoying. So first of all, my Stone Mage will be using his ability, the Stone Stance, which means these guys cannot pile in, but they do get +1 rend. Next, I will be using his ability, which is a command ability, which I'll spend, which gives one of my, I can use it up to 3 times to the 1 CP, but only works on Aelf Stone Mage units, so these guys. Yeah. And I'll do it on him as well, just in case.
Oh, by the way, I don't think you've done First, you should do monstrous reaction.
Oh, these are all at the start of combat phase as well. Oh, because that's
That was
charge.
at the end
Yeah.
of charge, yeah.
So for that, I'm going to Titanic Jewel.
And then you're going to.
Mountain of Loathsome Flesh.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 4 mortal wounds to the Stone Guard.
The Stone Guard.
Cool.
So 5 up ward. They save none, so 2 will die. So 2 wounds apiece. So continuing on my things, he's going to choose him to be his chosen target. So he has special rules versus that. And I am activating my Molten Necklace, which means all Aralaf units within 12 inches of him get +1 to wound.
Wow.
So lots of things going on. I get to activate 2 units at a time as well, because that's a Lumineth rule.
Wow.
So first of all, so start the combat phase, we will activate Avalanar. In fact, we'll go. Ooh, how many wounds you got left in the Glotkin?
He's got 12 wounds left.
12. Okay, we'll go with Alfarian first, because Alfarian is going to kind of chuck nourish you down a bit, and hopefully not kill you. But if he does, he does. Okay, so Alfarian, his first attack stance is the Sonari Blade, which is, oh no, that's the second one. So his first one's the Fang Sword of Alfarian, which is 4 attacks. I get +1 to wound with the Fang Sword if I made a charge this turn, which he did. In addition, 6s are mortal wounds in addition to his normal damage. I always hit on 2s as well, so even if you have any negatives. And it's the Sonari Blade where I get additional damage. So this one is 2s to hit. Wow, he still misses with 2. Always hits on a 2+, rolls 2 1s. Wounds on a 3. So these ones are Ren 3.
Okay, so I'll save on 6s because it's his best day ever. Sorry, and there was 2 or 3?
2.
Okay, so they both go through.
So that's 6 damage for each.
All right, disgustingly resilient. Save 1, 5 go through.
And then he has his Sonari Blade. So these are 2 attacks on 2s and 3s. So 2 hits, 3s to wound, 2 wounds. These are only rend 1.
Save 1.
Save 1. So this is 2d3 damage instead of 3, which comes to 6.
Save 3, but 3 get through.
Cool. And then because Lumineth get to strike with 2 units at once, we will go straight on to Avalanar. And he's going to try and hammer down some Glotkin in the face. So he gets 6 attacks normally. 4, 6. Because he didn't make a charge move, because you charged me, he does get an additional attack. That's what I double check I was getting that roll right. Again, 6s are mortal wounds in addition to his normal damage. I will use, he's already issued a command, so he can't get an additional one. So he's going to be hitting you on 3s.
You Titanic duel.
Oh yeah, so 2s. Good reminder. And then I am, I know. And then, I didn't notice I rolled any 6s then actually. And then these are wounding on 3s. So is that 2?
Mm-hmm. Your +1 to wound, don't forget.
For, oh yeah, for the thing.
Yeah.
Good job you're here watching. So that's 3 at rend 2.
Okay, so 5s and 6s to save on that.
Oh!
We'll laugh that off.
Beautiful, because that's 5 damage each.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
Whoa!
I think that would have probably popped him.
Yeah.
And then he has
killed him
his
pretty good.
cloven hooves. So these are also 2s and 2s. So 2 at rend 1.
2 at round 1, saving on 4s. Same both.
No. Well, I failed my tactic now.
You do.
Because
Big time.
you've rolled how many 6s for defense? Okay, you get to attack with something now.
I'm going to go with the Blight Kings.
Okay.
We'll move them in, we'll go bury it back. Okay, so because we are Guildivation vets, our Blight Kings activate. They got 5 attacks apiece, and all of them get to attack. So they're going to be hitting on minus how much?
So we're -3 because of the ballista, the shining thing, and Elvenor, but yes, you're maxed at -1.
Oh,
unless you all
okay.
attack.
Cool, so we're hitting on 4s.
You waste to get yourself to -1, back to -1.
-1.
Okay. Give me a moment, we'll sort this out and we'll figure out how many attacks get through. Okay, so we've applied our disease points and we've picked out our dice. So that means the rest of these are going to be wounding on 3s. So that is a grand total of 5, 10, 11. 11 armor saves at -1 Ren, please.
Yeah, so I'm ethereal, so it's just going to be a straight 4+.
Perfect.
So 2, 3 go through, 4 go through. And then 1 damage go to 2?
Correct.
Because of
we
things?
are
Okay.
bounty hunters.
And I am within my 2. So 8, 5 at 1 saves from my ethereal blessing. I only make 2. So 2, 4, 6 will die. Get off my spear! Okay, cool. Poor guys. They were only here to stand and hold the line. Hold the line, that poor line. Okay, I'm gonna go with, we'll go with them and the Stone Guard next, because I get to attack with the 2 units. We'll go with those first. So I believe they have 2 attacks each. I might kill 1 back, because you have a lot more wounds than I do. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus I get 1 from the champion. I'm also on +1 to wound and +1 Ren because you charged me. So these are freeze and freeze. So don't want to all out attack. Maybe I should use a. They're going to use their ability, their Aether Quartz, because they're going to die anyway. Yeah, because they're going to die anyway. To do their +1 to hit with their Aether Quartz. So they're hitting on 2s. 5, 6s are mortals in addition. So that's 4 mortals. Let's double check that's in addition. No, it's not an addition, so 4 will come off. And then freeze. So 2 at rend, 1.
5s and 6s. Nope.
And I believe none
one
of these
damage.
are my. I think these are just 1 because I don't think they're in bounty hunters. Let me just double check. No, they're only expert conquerors. So just 1 damage.
Then disgustingly resilient with the mortal wounds. Save 1, 5 go through, meaning 1 will die and 1 will take a wound. There we go.
Okay, and then you go over there with the Stone Guard because you get to attack with the 2. See if we can bring this Gotkin down with his insane armor saves. Going down with a massive fight. So I have 6 in combat because they can't pile in, but they have 2-inch reach. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then I also get +1 attack from that command ability, so that's another 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So these are hitting on freeze. 6s are a mortal wound in addition. So 5s are in a mortal wound in addition because I got that power spell off. And I'm wounding on 2s because of the +1 to wound from his artifact. Okay, so that's 3 mortal wounds. And then freeze to hit.
5s.
Oh, 5, sorry. 5 mortal wounds, which might just kill him. 2s. And then I still have to wound with those because they're an addition. And 2s to wound. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5 mortals and 11 at Ren 2 because they did the stone stance so they get +1 Ren.
Okay, so that was 11 wounds at -2 Ren for the Glotkin, who's on his best day ever. So he's saving on 5s and 6s here. It's not too terrible, but what's the damage on that?
Then it's 1 each plus the 5
5 mortal wounds. Perfect. So we'll throw those on top, and we'll save these with our disgustingly resilient save on 5s and 6s.
See if your amazing 6s can hold on. No.
Sadly, no. Glotkin is toast.
But I do not get my tactic because it was not killed with Avalana because you killed all those 6s.
Correct.
So I think that's all the combats.
I believe.
So I think I only get one because I only control 1.
These guys are.
Oh yes, so we have to do the resolutions for this because I will be spending a CP to hold them. So for Battle Shock, I will spend. Well, actually, I think we do the mortal wounds before Battle Shock.
Righto. So there's 2 mortal wounds coming at you.
So 2 mortal wounds on a 5-up because they're in the bubble. I take 2 more. So we'll take you.
Yeah, Expert Conquerors is
you.
not going to help you now.
yeah, Expert Conquerors is not going to help in the slightest. Okay, and then. I will spend the CP Battle Shock because I kind of want them to stick around and hold you up. Do you have any Battle Shock to save for your guys, or are they?
I'm Bravery 9,
Oh,
so
you need to take
couldn't
more than
possibly
that.
care about my one dude that's down.
Yeah, but I am now -1 leadership on that unit. Good going, guys. You've got this. We believe in you. And I believe that is the end of my turn, so I score a whole 1 point.
1 point.
So that puts me to 6-5, and it's the Glotkin turn 2.
Alright, we forgot about the 2 disease points on the Avalanor and the Light of Eltharion. So Avalanor, he takes a mortal wound,
I take it.
and the Light of Eltharion does not.
Okay. So,
Alright, so with that all said and done, we're going on to my turn number 2. So for my turn, I'm going to pick Eye for an Eye. I'm going to pick those last 2 Wardens as the target of Eye for an Eye. Big surprise there. And then for my heroic action, I'm going to try putting another command point on my Harbinger of Decay. No, he fails it.
I will also try and put a command point. I'm going to do it on my general. I get it.
Nice. Good work.
I am very commanding today.
Apparently so. All right. Well, that means we're going to go into the hero phase proper. That was quick. So we're going to move my stuff, and we'll come right back after that. Okay, so movement phase is complete. No real special shenanigans or laughable things going on here. So now we got shooting. I've got my plague drones. My plague drones over here by the Blight Kings are going to shoot into the unit of 2 wardens. 3s and 3s to hit. So that's 2 hits. And 2 wounds at no rend.
4s. I save 1.
That's just 1 damage.
And a 5. Oh.
That is perfectly fine.
1 more dice.
Aha.
That's brilliant. That's great.
That's pretty good. And then I've got the other 3 plague drones. 2 of them can shoot at the Light of Eltharion, so I'll take those shots. That's 1 hit and 1 wound. Once again, no
He's
rend.
got 3 up. Saves it.
Loves it. Okay, well, with that all said and done, we'll move on to the charge phase and have a think about that. All right, so charge time. We're going to try launching those plague drones into something useful. They got a 7, which is, of course, Nurgle's blessed number, but I suspect that is probably not going to be enough to get into those Blade Lords, sadly. Let's try the other Plague Lords, or Plague Drones as well. Nope, that's a 5-inch charge, and that's not going to work for them either.
You could have re-rolled.
I could have, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Right, we're going to go on to pile in for Blight Kings then and activate them. Okay, so Blight Kings are going to pile onto that singular remaining warden in
She's
one of
gonna
those
have you.
brazier memes.
She's got this.
I mean, she might very well
She's got
have it.
this.
I mean, I've only got to roll this many dice. So that is something we're going to have to calculate out to see how many disease points I just piled on. So that applies the maximum 7 potential disease points onto that single warden.
She's got this.
But we've still got a wounder on 3s. So let's see how we do. That's going to be a few. 10, 12. So that is 5, 10, 14.
14.
Hey,
Okay.
double the lucky number.
Nice.
So these are ethereal. So on a 4+. Oh.
I mean, you're going to roll the 5.
I'm gonna roll.
If you roll that many 5 ups,
5 ups. Oh, she's dead. Yeah.
you roll 1.
Yeah, I know, right? I was kind of hoping to maybe make some more saves and
you're
make
gonna
it
fail, you might as well
a bit
fail
more of a
spectacular
worthwhile. Yeah, yeah.
I'll just take those back there too. Thank you.
All the light was no longer with her because her friend died.
Big time. So that's battle tech complete.
Yep.
And you killed a battle line.
Yep.
Or Galatian veteran.
Yep. So it's 1, 2 more. Tactic for 5, and then you killed the thing for 2.
For 2, because she's on a
Yep.
on a thing.
Yep.
So 7.
Yep.
And roll off.
Oh,
and then
you get an additional 1 as well if it was a Galatian veteran was
so you
contesting.
get 1 for killing Galatian veterans, 2 if they're on an objective. Right?
No, you score 2 points if he
An additional
each
2?
time. Yeah, so it's 2 for killing the Galatian veterans is destroyed, and then an additional 1
so
if they were
3.
contesting.
8 points.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like I kill the Glotkin, but then he goes up by 8 points. So
okay, so 8 points. Wow.
Yeah.
Disease.
Yes, let's see if they can disease the Avalonor. No. How about the Light of Eltharion? No, also not.
Okay.
They're too shiny for my paint tokens here. Right.
So are we doing a roll off then?
yes.
Okay. Okay, where are we doing it?
I got a 1. You got a 6. You got to
You
choose.
the last time.
Well, let's continue the pain, and the Nurgle train will continue after this. All right, so we're kicking off with the Maggotkin of Nurgle. No, that's not quite right, is it?
MacLeod of Nurgle.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
The Plague Boys.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Plague Boys are going to start their
turn
turn
3.
now. They're obviously extremely joyous about doing so. For our battle tactic, we're going to pick desecrate their lands. I'm going to pick this terrain feature over here because it looks nice and it's got that scenic view of that wonderful water fountain that they've got going on there. It's got that nice blissful, idyllic, scenic kind of water noise. So we're going to do that. For my heroic action, I'm going to put a command point on my general. It actually works. Amazing. Who would have guessed?
I will also try and put a command point. No, I failed this time.
You failed this time.
I failed this time.
Okie dokie.
And this thing.
Yes, and the proving
Yeah,
ground
the
is on
proving
that
ground.
one over there. So
Yeah, it
put
made
that
no
over there.
difference, but-
I get another 4 summoning points for my summoning game. And that is my hero phase. So we'll move along and we'll do our movement phase in just a moment. Okay, so the Vikings have shuffled their putrid bodies forward, and the wonderful Dawn Riders have managed to make their redeploy move.
I rolled 2.
He rolled a 2. So yeah, they're a little tricky getting those guys wrangled. But that is pretty much all the movement that we did. We moved everything forward a little bit. I moved the plague drones onto that objective for their own personal protection. And yeah, the other ones have slid forward to form a buffer zone for those other dudes. We're going to start off with the plague drones over here, firing into the Light of Eltharion with their Death's Heads. 1 hit, and it's not a wound.
Okay.
So he's
safe.
He's present.
He
he's
dodged the bullet.
Aware. He knows that he's been shot at. That's all we can ask for.
Someone has shot me in the butt and I can't see who.
Well, I have no eyes. It makes it hard.
Oh, yeah, true.
We'll go with the other plague drones. This one's going to be a little bit more substantial because
Can they run and
have,
shoot you?
No. Right.
Yeah,
they
they run.
did automatic run
Yeah.
because of the thing there, which means my dream is shattered like so many pieces of filthy glass and dirty.
I don't know what they were
stuff.
going to shoot at. But
They were going to try shooting at the Blade Lords.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alas,
Yeah,
it was,
true.
it was
Yeah.
not to be because you're right, we did run. So with that said and done, we're going to go on to the charge phase. And the big money here looks like it's going to be on the Blight Kings. Let's see how they do. They got a 4.
I think it should be.
It's definitely for the Blade Lord.
Oh, no, that was
Sorry,
over here.
Blade
Sorry,
Kings,
yeah, I was thinking of these guys for some reason. Yes, yes.
Yes, I want to
Yes.
feed you more of my stuff.
Yes.
Especially after you establish that it's good on defense.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe
We were also reading while you were away. The only
Yeah,
reason the Molten Heart thing worked as well is because you charged me.
Yeah.
Or else it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to measure it out and I'll move the Blight Kings. Okay, Blight Kings have piled in just close enough to those horse riders to make them trigger and pull into the combat as well on their
Stops
turn.
me charging them.
But that also means that I'm going to throw 7 Blight Kings into those Blade Lords, like so. Hiya!
And they were minus to hit because of the Blade Lord's ability and the Avalonor's ability.
Excellent. We're going to count up those 6s for disease points and we'll come right back. Oh, yeah. And we're going to wound on 3s. Okay, so with that said and done, we're looking at 5, 10, 12. 12 potential wounds
10.
and 7 disease points.
Let's see if they can roll better than their counterparts did for their ethereal. Oh, no, that's better. So 1, 2, 3 go through? Because the rest are, well, yeah, the rest all save. And they're just 1 damage apiece?
Yes, because you're not Galatian veterans.
Yep. Sorry, viewers at home, that was probably loud. And they are not wholly within 9, so they will just go through. So 1 will die and 1 will take a wound.
All right.
Because I've got to be wholly within. And they have a staggering number of things. So what I'm going to do is they will activate. I'm going to pile in, because I can still pile in this way, and get them within the 5 upward save bubble. Because they're still moving towards the closest unit. Because I need that for this giant stack of wounds that they're about to take. So I'm going to use their Flurry of Blows ability. So that gives them 2, 4, 6, 8, and then an extra 1 each. Because if you had 10 models in a unit, it would have been 2 attacks each extra, because it's only 9 because I shot 1 earlier, or 1 died from the thing. So these are hitting on 3s, and then 6s are mortals in addition. Is in addition? In addition. No, not in addition.
And is anyone spending any CP?
No, because I think you... Didn't you say I couldn't spend CP?
That's correct.
Oh,
he's not
my
able
bad.
to, but I can spend 1 on all the defense, because I figure that's probably not a bad move.
Yep. Oh, actually, I could... Is that for just the combat phase, or is it like just any CB at all for his ability?
For the overwhelming stench, that is...
Pretty stinky.
He's pretty stinky. Enemy units within 7 inches of the general cannot issue commands, and enemy units wholly within 7 inches of the general cannot receive commands. So that's anytime.
Oh, at all. Okay, cool. Is he still wholly within? Okay, so I'm no longer wholly within, because I did pile out. But I'm just going to use, it's mainly for the battle shock, I want to know that. So they're going to use their Aether Quartz to get +1 to hit.
Hello.
Oh, some 4 mortal wounds. And they're hitting on 2s now. And then these are wounding on 3s. 4, and these are at no rend.
Okay, so we're saving on 3s for the all-out defense. So 1 goes through.
And they're 2 damage apiece for the other ones. So 4 mortals and then 3 at 2 damage each.
They have no red.
Not on this attack, no. It's a flurry of blows, and the other one's a mortal wound attack.
4
so
go through.
1
dies.
And that was with the mortal wounds as well, yeah?
Correct.
Cool. Yeah, because that 4 up ward save. And then...
It's a 5 up. It's for heroes is a 4 up.
Oh, okay. Which now has taken them out of piling, so they don't get to pile in, which is great, it means I get to move them. So that will be it for the combat.
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
I will spend a CP. Oh, you're going to do your things first.
Yep. Mortal wounds from disease. Wow, nothing.
Wow.
Well,
They live.
that was unfortunate.
And that, so it all vanishes apart from 1. I still will spend. Actually, am I only?
Those guys too. Yeah.
Yep.
The bravery 7, so now bravery 6, so that's going to be a 5. I will spend the CP to pass it.
Avalanor first. Yes, he takes a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And the Eltharian Light, that also takes a mortal wound.
They both take it because they're no longer wholly within 9. So he takes 2. And he takes 1.
So, sorry, what were you saying about Battleshock?
Oh, because I was working out, because these are 9s1 bravery now, because I've used my Aether Quartz, because it permanently affects your bravery for the rest of the game, which is why I turn them upside down. It means a bravery 6, and I lost 1, so it's a 5, so on a 6 I would have lost a guy, so I'm just going to spend one of my 2 CP to auto, because they're no longer wholly within 7.
Okay.
And you can't fail because you only lost 1 guy and your bravery is high enough.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Put that.
then...
It will be Lumineth Realm Lords at turn.
So it's, wait,
Scoring.
Oh yeah, so you get 1, 2 more, and your battle attack to resist of 5.
Yep.
So what's the total?
Okay, so Lumineth Realm Lords turn 3. My battle tactic is going to be another Lumineth one, which is blind enemy, which is I have to cast 4 or more spells. So for my heroic action, I'm going to try and heal Avalon. He's bravery 10, which I roll at 9, and I get 1 back. Yourself?
I'm going to take the heroic unbind.
Heroic willpower. Willpower. Okay, so for magic, let's start with the church up here. She's going to try and do Ethereal Blessing. Yeah, she's going to try and do the Ethereal Blessing. So that casts on an 8.
And that's the 5-up ward again for...
No, that's
that
the...
was the everybody gets ethereal armor save.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so does it go into a second unit? Yes, it is. Quite often I've rolled that now, which is great.
Yeah, where is it gone? I don't know. I mean, we can do it.
Yeah, we'll find it later. Yeah, look, there's another ethereal around somewhere. It's because I put it.
You stole it!
It's because I put it on the what's his names earlier, and then they died. So next I will do. So that's 1 cast. I will try and do. He's going to try and do his thing to make them do mortal wounds on a 5-up, which goes on a 5. I don't think that's enough to cast it. I think it is a 7. Yeah, I think it's a 7. Next, I will do. She will try and do. Emerald Lifestorm, which goes off on a 7.
Try and stop that.
Yep.
6.
So I will throw that out in a minute, because we'll check what the range of it is. So that's her 2 spells done. That's another spell. I will try and do... so that was his there. That one failed. Oh, I think I failed my tactic because I forgot one of my units had died. They're going to try and do their... what's his chops? Mortal wounds on the charge. No, yeah. It goes off on a 5, which goes off because you don't have any more things.
Nope,
I
no
believe
more
that's a
unbinds here.
5. I'll double check that's a 5 to cast. But I failed my thing anyway because I miscounted how many spells I had.
Oh.
I thought I had 5, but the unit died, so I'll fail my battle tactic. Again, which is fine. As long as I can kill enough stuff this turn. I still have 3 turns to pull the points back, so we will see. So I'll just check, we'll come back in a minute after the movement phase, and once we've double checked some spell stuff. Okay, so movement-wise, the Dawn Riders run over here. The Stone Guard moved here. Everything else kind of just stayed where it was. I checked my rules. It was a 6 to cast the thing of Heesh, not a 5, so I didn't get the +1 to the mortal wound attack. But Alice one did go here, and I rolled a 5, so I got a gate back. So they're good to go. So for shooting, the shooting phase, the phase we all love to hate. Over here, a lot of guys are basically gonna bully up on this unit because this unit's tough. So the Light Elfarian's gonna use his mortal wound attack for 6, so it's D6 for 6 mortal wounds. That was nice.
All right, 5-up warrior.
They have a ward save, so
Yep,
yeah.
so 2 save, 1 gets burned down.
Okay.
What's the range on his shooting attack?
18. Yeah. All my stuff's pretty much 18.
Oh, okay.
Avelanar is going to shoot at them as well.
Okay.
So he is going to spend a... I don't. I won't spend a CP. Okay. I'll just shoot. 2 hits, so luckily I hit anyway. And then I believe he's a 2 to wound, so just 1 wound. Let me just double check it is a 2. 2's to wound, so 1 wound at Ren 2.
Okay, assuming on 6s.
No, D6. For 5.
1 save, 1 goes down.
Okay, so that's Avalon shot and Elfarian shot. The lady in the tower, she's going to use her shooting attack on your general for 5 shots. Did he get Lookout Surf from these guys?
Yeah, I think
So
he would.
freeze goes to 4s. 4 hits, freeze to wound. So 3 at rend 1 for 1 damage.
Okay, so that's going to be saving on 4s. 1 save, and sorry, how much damage?
Just 1.
All right,
Yeah, it's
4
just
up
a
board.
little spiky staff.
2 saves.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think it'd do much. Bolt throwers. So bolt thrower number 1 will shoot at the big guys. So they're hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 3s. So only 1 at rend 2.
Is it a 6? It is not.
Nope, for D3. So for free.
Save 1, 2 go through.
And then the other bolt thrower will shoot at them also. I want to try and do as much damage to them as possible right now. 1 hit. Wounds though, rend 2.
It's not a 6.
D3 for 3 more.
Save 2.
So the ones that got through kind of help, but yeah. I mean, takes them down a bit more. Charges. So charges, we're going to have the Stone Guard charging in here. They get in. So we'll move them in there, that way. Yeah. 7. The Avelaner is going to charge for an 8, so he'll be getting in.
I'll stand and shoot him.
Okay.
Just for the hilarity of it. Nope.
-1 to hit.
-2 because of his ability as well.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but you only ever get a -1,
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
And Elfirion. Nice high one, please. Yeah, it's 4. That's not too bad. 6. Okay, so yeah, go to here. And then the Knights. See what they can pull out. Oh, a 9. We're just going to go in on him. So we'll move back those in a minute, and then we will come back with the start of combat. Okay, so all my pylons were done. My start charges. Sorry. Start of combat phase is he's using his thing to give them the rend so they can't pile in. He's not going to do the attack one because they're like, I don't think it's in range, and I think having the +1 to hit will probably be better. Over here I'm going to try and roar on those guys, which I do. So they are roared. Rawr. And then they're also -1 to hit. You said you have an ability to do...
Yeah, the overwhelming stench, and there's also a shutter grub that'll basically shut down any chance of those Dawn Riders ever getting command points or commands.
Okay, so they are uncommanded. So I'm going to start off with the Stone Guard. So they're going to be on 2 each because they are not getting the extra. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, sorry, 14 because he's not Stone Guard. 2, 4. 14. She's going to use the free CP from the tower to give them all that attack. So they're rolling 2s to hit, and then they're 2s to wound because they're within 12 of the guy. 2s, with 6s being mortal because I didn't get the spell to make it 5s. So that's 3 mortal, which is in addition to any damage. And then 2s again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 at rend 1. Sorry, rend 2, because of the crushing thing ability.
Sorry, you said 10?
10, yeah.
All right, so there's 6s, 2 6s.
And they're just 1 damage each for those ones.
Each. We'll throw in the mortal wounds for the 5-up disgustingly resilient. Yeah, so that is 5 saves, 6 wounds, which means 1 goes down, 1 takes 2. Kill that one. And 2.
And then the Blade Lords will use their ability because they'll activate next. So they're 2, and if there are 5 to 9, there's no longer 5 left. What's their armor save?
Sorry, I'm doing.
4 up on the blade. These guys.
Blade Kings, it's 4 up.
Oh, yeah, because the mortal wounds aren't going to be enough to them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are freeze and freeze. Which is 1 mortal. Ew. And 4 at no rend.
All right, 4 at no rend. Save 3 of them.
Okay, so that's 3 damage total then, because they're bounty hunters. And there's one more.
Yep, so save 2, so 2 go through.
Okay, that is your turn to attack with something.
Yeah, I'll use my Blight Kings. So I've got 15 attacks there. And I will throw them into... I'll go with the Blade Lords.
Okay. It's just -1.
Yep. Okay, so that is 3 extra disease points for you. And that's 4 wounds at -1 rend.
Okay, so that's still ethereal. I save 1. So 3 damage. So 1 will die and take a wound because I don't have the ward save up. Boop.
Oh.
Then I will activate these guys here.
Yep.
And then probably Avlinar. So over here, the Dawn Riders are probably gonna not do a great amount of stuff. Dawn Riders. 2 attack, no, 1 attack each. So they have the Deathly Flurry rule, which is if you do so, it doesn't do anything because you're not a 1 or 2 wound model. So it's just their basic ones. They're really terrible against characters. Why did I do this? Mortal wounds, that's why I did this. Okay, cool, so there's 5 of them. Only 4 because the character has a different thing, she's got a sword. You guys really suck. Why did I do this? Okay, so these are hitting on freeze, with 6s being mortals, which do not, these are not in addition for these ones. So it's 1 mortal, 2 hits, and 2 wounds because they did charge. So it's +1 to wound and +1 rend. So these are rend 1, so 2 at rend 1 and 1 more.
Okay, at rend 1 we're on a 4+. Those both go through. Just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage. I should have charged them.
4+ wards. Save them all.
Nice. And then the Guardian's Sword. He hits on freeze, so 1, which is not a mortal wound because it's not a sun metal, because only on the lances. Wounds though for rend 1. These guys suck.
Goes through.
Goes through and 1 damage.
Saved.
Yep. And then the horsies. So I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The horses are going to do more damage than these guys. They really do terrible. So these are 4s and 4s. And maybe not, because I can.
Yeah.
And 4s. Ah, 1, no rend.
Goes through.
Ah, 1. Gonna get a wound. Gonna get a wound. Yes, the horses wound them when everyone else failed. Okay, and then Avlinar. God, that was atrocious. Why did I charge them in there? I was summarizing, I was thinking they get it if it's 2 or more wounds, but it's not 2 or more wounds. It's just 1 or 2.
Well, these guys aren't 2. They're 4.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get it against that, but at least they're bounty hunters, so if I would have got something through, it might have done something a bit more interesting than be a cabbage. Okay, so Avlinar now. He has 6, 2, 4, 6. He's going to slap in and do some hurt on these guys. So these are freeze to hit. 1 miss. And then freeze to wound. Because, oh no, 2's to wound because I'm in range with my guy. So it's only 1 difference anyway. So that's 4 at rend 2.
Yeah, that goes through.
Yep. So 5, 10, 15, 20 damage. Because of his fire stealer hammers.
Saving on 5s. So that is 5, 10, 14. And they've got 5 apiece.
Whoa. So 1 on 1.
And then he's got his cloven hooves.
Cool.
Which is only 2. So 1 hit. Doesn't win.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll just activate my Harbinger of Decay.
Okay.
Threes, and threes. These are with a scythe, so that's 2 hits with the scythe. 2 wounds at -1 rend.
They are still ethereal, so 2 on a 4+. Save them.
Great. And the horse. Horse hits every single time.
That's when the horse is going to kill stuff as well. It's like all the horses are better than the people.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, 4s. 1 goes through.
Yeah.
1
Just
damage.
1 damage.
So 1 takes a wound. Yeah, so both of our units did 1 wound to each other with the horses. I'm just going to have Elfarion pile in 3 because he can still do because the charge. Because it's got to go towards the closest thing to touch that, and he can't get in combat, so he'll just stay there. Which I think you've just got him left to fight back with.
Yeah, my drone. Okay, so he's got 3 attacks with the Plague Sword and 6 attacks with the drone. So, Plague Sword coming at you is on 3s and 3s. 2 hits, 1 wound, no rend on that.
So he's got a 3-up. Saves it.
Great. And the mouth parts, those are all hits.
Mouth parts.
Yeah. That's 5 at 1 damage, no rend.
So 3 pluses. 2 go through, so he takes 2 because he doesn't have the mortal wound thing up right now.
Okay. Is that everything?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I get 1, 2, 3, but I fail my tactic, and I haven't destroyed a unit yet, so I only get 3.
So 1, 2 more.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Because I failed my counting of spells. 3. So that currently puts it to 9 versus 18. Yep.
Okay.
Which is still fine. I can still. It's got 2 more turns. I want to bring it back.
Yep.
Might not. We'll see. We'll roll for priority.
Oh, Battle Shock.
Oh, Battle Shock. I only lost. Oh, no, you got to do your mortal wounds.
I do.
Yeah.
That's 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds, so 1, 2 more will die because 1 was on a wound. So I will spend a CP to hold them
I will also spend a CP.
on this one.
Yes.
Cool. So you just have to roll for that one.
Is he? Yeah, no.
Bravery 10, so he lost 2, so he's fine.
Good. Oh, the bravery 10. Cool. Yeah.
Yup. Demons.
Yeah. So we'll have 1 left on there. Okay. So now we roll for priority.
Indeed.
Woo! I got a 4.
Yeah, looks like it's your call.
I think I have to take it because if not, these guys are going to go kill something. Okay, Lumineth Turn turn 4. We need to do a lot of damage so I can pull us back. We're going to start off with Desecrate Land. So I'm going to Desecrate P on this thing over here with Elfarion. Mark my territory, yep. Then I'm going to Heroic Action, going to try and heal Elfarion because he's taken 2 wounds now. So I roll under my Bravery of 10 for 2. So he takes his wounds back.
I'll just use Heroic Combine for my...
Gonna Heroic Willpower me.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start off by trying to do the Twin Stones, which don't think it casts on a 5, so I'm going to have to... Let me just double check. It does cast on a 5.
Go ahead.
Okay. Me. So I guess 1 on it. Then I will try and do... She's going to try and cast Ethereal, which goes off on an 8. Oh, you just
shut
spell it
down.
with 12, so no Ethereal on my stuff.
Overwhelming force.
I'm going to try and do Mystic Shield, not Mystic Shield. He's going to try and do the +1, the Mortal Wounds on them, which fails to cast. Not very much going on here. My magic's not as good as I thought it'd be. And then I will try and... I'll try and do the Protection of Hish. I failed to cast it, which is fine. So I will do and the movement that's going to go here. End of the magic phase, yeah.
Okay.
So
no, I wasn't sure. Okay.
he's going to try and I'm just because
You're just gonna let it rock.
yeah, I'm just going to let it stay there for the turn. So we'll try and heal these guys for the 1 wound. So I'm just going to use that to heal off the
Oh, right.
thing. I mean, they're probably going to get it back in a minute, but in case I can kill them before it goes off.
For sure.
Okay. So we will come back in a minute after the movement phase, which won't take long, and then we'll do the shooting phase. Oh, the movement phase, literally, oh yeah, Alfarian moved within 3 of the thing, and that's it, because everything else is in combat or busy. So for shooting, we're going to try and have Alfarian shoot his laser beams at the plague drone, which is D3, because 2 to 4 thing, for free. I'll double check to make sure. I'm sure it's only a 1 is a fail, but let me just double check. Light of Alfarian. Searing light bullets. Oh yeah, 2 to a 4 is D3 and a 5 plus is D6.
5s are better. Nope, he's dead.
Pops the fly. Okay, so which now means Evelynr is going to turn his gaze and use his throwing balls. I'm going to throw them at your... Because there's not enough models in here to get Lookout Sir. Is it 3 or 5? So you maybe get it.
I think it's 3.
Are you within 3? You are not within 3, so I can shoot him. So I'm going to spend a CP for all out attack. So he's going to throw his shooting at him. Do you wish to all out defense?
No, it's all good.
Nope. So these are hitting on 2s. Winning on 2s. 1 at Ren 2.
So that means we're going to save it on a 5 or a 6, which fails.
For 2.
4 plus.
That was very anticlimactic. Is he still a 4 up because the turns changed?
He's got a split helm.
Oh, so it's always a 4 up. Okay.
Fancy pants.
So then she's also gonna shoot on. We're gonna shoot the plague drones. So if it's 3 shots, freeze, and freeze. So 3 at rend 1 on the plague drones for 1 damage.
Let's go through. And 5s and 6s. Yeah, that's 3 damage.
And then Bolt Thrower number 1's going to use his. He doesn't, because it's always going to be 2s. So he's just going to shoot him. So 2s, and then freeze. 2 at Ren 2.
Actually, no. Those are going to go through.
Go through. So 2d3 for 4.
5 and 6s, 1 save.
And then the second bolt for 1 miss. Freeze to wound. 1 wound at Ren 2.
Goes through.
For d3, 2.
Yep, 2 more.
Okay. That is all my shooting. So now we have the combat phase. So start the charges. He can't charge. He's all the way over here. So he's just going to use his ability to give them the rend 1, and then we're going to activate these guys first. They're also within the thing for Molten Core. Molten Core. I'm just going to check the range on Avlinar's ability to give +1 attack. Because I kind of.
You want to come back?
Oh, it's just here. So it's the Faith of the Mountain. So it's just the range. So he's a totem, so it's 18. So are they within 18? Yes. It means I'm not going to get a CP anywhere else, but I think I kind of have to do it. So, because I need to kill those guys. So I'm going to spend my last CP to give them +1 attack. I'm then going to spend their ability to give them +1 to hit for the thingamajig, the Aether Quartz, because they've not used that yet.
I'll use all out defense.
All out defense, cool. So, 1 for all defense. So, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. I didn't get the spell off, so it's just 6s for the mortal wounds. Which is still a lot of 6s. Oh, that was a 201, I think. So that's 6 mortal wounds. Just double check if that's in addition. In addition.
They have 3 attacks each?
They do right now, yeah, because I gave them
4,
+1.
6, 8. So you rolled 3 few dice.
No, because that's a Blade Lord, not a thing, and he's out of range.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
so I think it's just those. I don't think he's within 2.
Got it.
So it's just those ones. So 2s. So, and then so 6 mortals in addition to whatever it is. 2s because of the molten core. Molten core. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 at Ren 2. I need another unit of 10 it is.
Yeah, you do.
They're really
all
good.
do.
They're really good. With the buffs. I mean, it's lots of buffs. But
Sorry, it was Ren 2?
yes, because it's Ren 1 standard and Ren 2 from his stance.
And how much damage?
They're just 1 each.
Alright.
Plus the mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not bounty hunters. Maybe I should make them bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got. They're dead.
Okay. Finally. Okay. And then the second attack we will be with the knights to see if they can
That makes sense.
do anything at all to this guy, which I really maybe might get a wound.
I doubt it.
At least the Blade Lords they can do a wound. I should have just gone over there. I ignored him. So these are freeze and freeze. I don't get the +1 because I didn't charge this turn, so I think it might be freeze and 4s.
They're extra bad.
That's so bad. I was hoping for 6s for the mortal wounds. Dawn Rider's 4, so they didn't even get any mortal wounds. So 2 hits. Sorry, 2 wounds. So, what was that to hit? No, wound. 1 wound. No Ren because they didn't charge.
They're 3?
Saved.
They're 4 still.
When they don't charge, yeah. And then the guy with the golden sword. 2 hits. These are 2 at Ren 1 though.
Saved 1.
That's 1 damage. Oh. And then 10, 12, 6. Come on, horses! Come on, horses! No, that was dreadful. Oh, no. Come on. Okay. 3 at no. For 1 damage.
Save 2. 1 goes
Come
through.
on, horsey. It's got to get 1.
Saved.
My dream was smashed. Yeah, okay. You get to hit him back.
And so he shall.
They deserve to get slapped.
Hits twice. Wounds twice at -1 Ren.
They deserve to never be
It's 1 or 2?
2 at -1.
2. So their 4s go to 5 because they didn't get the ethereal off. So 1 goes through.
1 damage.
So 1 takes a wound, so 1 will die.
And the horses. 1 wound from the. Or actually, it might be 2. We're scrambling for the point, but we'll see if we've got it. Nope, it's just 1 at no rend.
They're an impressive looking unit, but they're not a very good unit. 1 on no rend. I fail it, I think. I think I'm a 4. Yep, so I take another wound.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the end of my turn. I score 1, I score 2, I score more. I killed a thingy unit, and I'm within my thing. So that's a 7, I think it is. Because you weren't holding the objective, so it's not an 8, because that's the additional point.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, so that's a 7.
Okay. Do you know your total?
Which puts me to...
Oh, 15, right? Wait, what did you have before? Oh, you had 9.
Yeah, so I just got...
16.
Yeah,
Okay, 16 to 18 going into
7. So, and he has the turn still,
Yes.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm 2 points behind. I've got to make up 2 points. Yeah, so it's the Nurgle Turn 4.
Disease.
Oh yeah, disease points. Yeah.
Avalanor takes 1.
Okay.
Thorian does not.
Okay, Avalanor is now 4.
Okay.
Okay, so Maggotkin of Nurgle can turn 4. Either way, we're going to pick Barge into the enemy lines with our guys. And then with that said and done, we're going to do heroic. Well,
The CP one.
yes,
Yeah,
the
command
CP
point.
one. Thank you.
Nope.
No, that's not happening.
I'm going to try and do the heroic heal on Avalanor, which I roll under, which I'm going to get 1. I'm actually going to use that to heal the mortal wound thing on him.
Good call.
Just because it's
Yeah, just take
might
it
as
away.
well, yeah, get rid of it, and then I can try and heal him with something else later.
Because the cycle of corruption is clicked over to locus of fecundity for everybody within 14 inches. That means we get to recover stuff. So we have a chance to recover D3 wounds on our fly. So he recovers 1. And it's on
Yeah, we've been doing the
Joe as
locus in the
well.
background, we've just not been highlighting it.
1 there as well. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, movement phase. We'll come back with that in just a moment. All right, movement phase is complete, and at the end of the movement phase, we summoned on a team of 10 plague bearers to help complete that battle tactic. Otherwise,
You retreated
the
here,
general
pop
retreated.
them here, yeah.
Yep.
And these guys move to charge here.
That's right.
And they're going to shoot me with some death heads.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. So that's 1 hit.
Are you shooting the tower? Or them? Who?
It doesn't matter anymore. He hit on a 6.
True, yeah.
So.
The hero, the one, yeah.
Yeah, so let's do some charging then. Plague drones will try charging the Enlightener, and that'll succeed on a 5.
Yep.
So we'll slide on in and we'll fight her up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so plague drones attacking. They're going to use all-out attack for their command point. And here we go. So that is hitting
So
on...
they're -1/+1, so it's just a straight roll. Because she is garrisoned.
So that is 2 plague points.
No, not the blade points.
And 3 wounds at no end.
Okay, so I do her armor save first before you allocate the wound to this armor. Yeah, so you gotta do her armor save first. So she's a 5 up, goes to a 4 up. So 2 saves. And then the wound goes through, and then the bodyguard roll goes through. So I roll for the bodyguard.
They're 1 damage, right?
What damage? Yeah. So on a where's the bodyguard? Guardians. On a 2 up, the wound or mortal wound is allocated to a friendly unit but cannot be negated. So it goes through to my blade lords because they're the bodyguards, so they take a wound because it can't be negated.
Lies?
Yep, mouth parts. So that's 2 more plague things. And
I mean, the playthings could get her because they just haven't got a mortal wound on her.
so that is 3 at minus no rend.
3 at no end, so
No rend.
4s again. So 2 saves, 1 goes through, and then does it bounce? Yeah, it does. So 1 blade lord will die.
All right. And then your attack back.
Yeah, so she has, because it's the end of the combat phase, she will, oh no, I need to use that to keep him around, because if I roll a 6 he pops. So she has 3 attacks, so she's hitting on 4s, and she's wounding on 3s, so 2 at rend 1,
Save 1.
so 2 damage.
And 5s and 6s. Save 1.
That's it.
Okie dokie. Right, so I'll try applying those mortal wounds in the battle shock phase.
Yeah.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds, do they bounce over? They bounce over, but they kill him. So my blade lords are deaded.
I'll leave this as a souvenir for her.
Congratulations, you did your job of keeping her alive. So that's it. So you get 1, but then you also get your tactic for free.
Correct.
Okay.
So 21 to 16.
Yeah.
Okay. And then roll off?
Yeah.
Oh, Eltharion.
Oh, well, Therian also could possibly take a mortal wound. He does.
3,
Eltharion takes over.
21. Okay. So he takes a wound because I can't. There's nothing to ping it.
And then,
We roll off.
yeah, just roll.
And I think if I don't win, he wins the game.
Yes.
So we'll roll it and see. Oh, well, I suppose you've got the grand strategy. 1, 5. Yeah. So I think he's gonna win, but then it can come down to grand strategies as well.
Okay.
Because right now I'm 5 behind, so I need to score 5. He needs to score. He's gonna get at least 1. Depends if he can get his other one, and then it'll come down to grand strategies.
Okay.
So it depends on how many points he can score this turn. Okay, it's on you.
Wait, who rolled the turn? I didn't.
Sorry,
he
so
gets
it's my
to choose.
priority.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
Yeah.
I take it because I want.
Yeah,
to
because if I
actually
won
be
it,
able to
I
play.
can kill his stuff so he
Yeah.
can't score,
Yeah.
and then I still get enough points on. But now he can do.
I have
He
some
can get.
options.
He's got a chance of scoring
Okay.
some
So
points.
we'll be back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, here we are for Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn numeral 5. At the top of the round, I am going to take over my Cycle of Corruption to the Burgeoning. At the start of my hero phase, I roll 5 dice, and if there are any 4s or better, I get extra CPs. I get 1 extra CP. It's just like going second, except I'm going first. Yeah. And then I'm also going to pick my battle tactic for this round. It's going to be, this one is mine. The general is going to try and kill Cenarian Lightner because it's funny and suitable. Beyond that, he's going to pick best day ever for himself because that really will be the best day ever if he can drag that elf down to his level.
Yep, and she will
smother.
also be best daying ever as well, and going for it.
They're going on the best day ever together.
best day friendship. Okay.
Best day ever. Awesome. So with that all said and done, I'm going into my hero phase. And hero phase is done, so we'll move on to movement. Okay, movement phase all finished up. No CPs for, not enough to summon something useful, so we'll skip that. Then we'll go on to shooting. So my plague drones are going to fire at the Enlightener. This is obviously not what this kind of shooting is meant for. So 2 hits.
One hit. Rick is a -1.
-1 to hit, yeah.
Well, in that case, just 1.
One?
And 1.
It doesn't save the arm save.
All right.
1 damage?
1 damage.
Okay, she's got
Just a
4
whole 1 damage. All right, and then General's going to charge. He's got it on a 6.
Okay.
All right.
She's gonna
All right.
She's going to use her Eighth Quartz to give me +1 armor save.
Cool. I'm going to hit her with the plague drones.
Okay.
2 hits, one of which is a disease token.
Meh.
And no wounds. And the mouth parts. That is 4 more plague tokens. And, yeah.
Because I'm in my house of protection.
House of Protection.
4?
That's 4 at no rent.
Okay, best I can get is a 4+. Oh, that was terrible. She takes 3 wounds.
How's she feeling?
She's got 1 left.
1 left. Well, it looks like she gets to strike back. She's got to kill that general before he kills her dead.
I mean, she could.
She could. It's
It's
entirely possible.
3 attacks.
We're
I got 1 hit.
Not anymore.
I got 1 wound. I ran 1.
Goes
2
through.
damage.
Save 1. I just healed that. Okay.
She knocked some of the rust off.
Yeah.
I guess so. So, Harbinger of Decay.
And I can't hold out defense because I'm in the thing, but it doesn't
You're
matter
the
because I'm
orc.
still +3 armor save and I can only get a 4 at best.
Exactly.
That's 2 hits. Come on, Sath. 2 potential wounds at -1 rend.
Oh, 4 up. Oh, she does. Because she has no 1 save.
We got 1. Good job, men.
Yeah.
Pox and ale for everyone.
It was your general.
And it was my general. My general did the gerb.
Yep.
He did it. He's won
so
the game.
you get
Possibly.
3.
Great. So I get 3.
Yep.
Do I do a wound to Altharian? Yes.
Oh, he just takes a wound. He's like, I am immortal to damage, except for some reason I'm got the plague. I don't know how this happened. I'm a spirit.
This shining spirit light has gotten
so
poxed
3
by...
more. So you end on 24.
The booger's getting
Okay.
armor quite easily.
So I'm on 16. I can get. It's going to be a tie. What's your grand strategy?
My grand strategy is take what's theirs.
Which is
Something over here in my book.
is to have no units.
When the battle ends, you complete this grand strategy if there's more friendly units than enemy units wholly within my opponent's territory.
Oh, okay, so I just got to get more units in my territory, which I already have 1, 2. Yeah, okay. We can make this work. I think it's going to be a draw game.
Okay.
If I can get 5, I get my grand strategy. He doesn't. It draws it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll come back with Lumineth Realm Lord's turn 5. So Lumineth Realm Lord's turn 5. We're going to do eye for an eye because I lost my Enlightener and I just need to kill something. For heroic action, I'm going to try and do a heroic heal because I have full CP on Alfarian just to get rid of that damn thing because it's annoying me. I do. So it's going to be D3, but I'll just... Oh no, I suppose I can use one of those to... So it's 1, so I'm just going to get rid of the thing.
My chip. I'm also going to try heroic recovery on my general because it's funny. He gets underneath his leadership and heals 1 mighty wound. Good job, buddy.
Okay, so for magic, I am just going to try and give them the +1 on their mortal wound attacks. Get it on a 10. You can't dispel it, so it goes off.
Yep.
It's the only spell I've got. That's out of range. I couldn't even use it anyway. These guys are going to try and use their mortal wound 1 on a charge. Doesn't go off. Oh, you can spend this to get rid of it. Get rid of it. So the 6. So it goes off. Because there's no point in having it on there anyway. Okay. Stupid bloody unit. I'm going to move the Life Swarm over to here. Let's try and see if we can get back a knight. Yeah, we do.
Cool.
So I'm going to get a dude back.
And then back at the end of the movement.
And yeah, we'll come back at the end of the movement phase. Okay, so after the movement phase, knights moved around the side here. The Stone Guard, I remember my grand strategy, I needed to have them on the thing, so they've kind of pulled back onto a point. It's not worth trying to throw some to kill him and pull stuff in and lose too many stuff. Stone Mage moved up here, Arrow left here to get the Alpha 1, and then Alfarian's just like hanging back over there, not able to do much else. So we're going to go in for shooting. So we're going to start off with the Avalanor. I'll spend a CP, and he's going to shoot at your guys here.
Okay, they'll use all out defense.
Cool. So I'm hitting on 2s. 1. And I'm winning on 2s. Yep. So it's Ren 2.
Oh yeah, that was a bad move. All right, go ahead.
You can take it back if you want for free damage.
Disgustingly resilient. Nope.
Just 1 each.
So that is 1 down, 1 wound on 1.
And then bolt for a number 1 on them. In fact, maybe I should go for these guys. No, I've got to go all in. So bolt for a number 1. 3 hits. 3 wounds at Ren 2.
All right, those go through.
And then he's a D3. So for 3, 4, 5, 6.
3 go through. So that's going to kill another 2.
And then the other bolt for a hit. Oh, no wounds.
All right.
And that just leaves charges. So we're going to go with the knights. The only ones that are going to make it in. It's all on them. 6. I will re-roll that for a CP. Oh, 3. So they failed to get in. Which is gonna... That 6 would have got them in. That's it.
Do you want to take the 6 then?
I mean, yeah, why would you?
You wouldn't
True,
re-roll.
yeah.
Just bettered it.
Yeah, I thought it was one. Cool, okay. Well, I'll go in. So the knights are going to spend their 8th quartz. to get the +1 to hit.
Cool.
So they charge, they get +1 to wound in round 1. Because he's 2 wounds or more, sorry, 2 wounds, I get an extra 2 attacks per normal knight. So 5s are models. So that's 4 mortal wounds. And then he's hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 3s. So 2, 4, 5 at rend 1.
Okay, how much damage?
2 each. So it'll be 10 damage. Because they're bounty hunters and English veterans.
Okay, disgustingly resilient. So that is 4 saves, which means that is 10 going through. Yeah, so that's 5 down.
And then the guy with the sword, 1 hit. It's going to come down to the horses. Doesn't wound, it's going to come down to the horses. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And these are 4s and 4s. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
1.
No rend, right?
No end.
So that's not a save.
So
just
it
1
goes
damage.
through, so 2
Disgustingly
damage.
resilient.
2 damage.
Because they're bounty hunters still.
Save 1. 1 wound.
Yep. It's not enough to kill them because you say you'll have CP, so you can battle shock them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. So the game ends.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3 units in my field. You have 1, 2, 3 units in my field. So it's not more. And I get my grand strategy because I have 2 in things. So it's 24, 24.
24, 24.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a brutal slogfest.
That was a pretty mean game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, our pleasure. Thanks again for
Yes,
watching
so,
Saga of Dice. We
so
hope you all enjoyed.
There you saw the slogfest of Nurgle versus Lumineth Lords, and I only just managed to pull a drawback on that one. But yeah, that was a brutal game where not getting your tactics because bad things happen is a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the game, Dale. I
Yeah,
really
you too.
appreciate
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until next time, we'll see you
Till
then.
next time.